What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Residual Earners Podcast, Season 2, Episode 4. Today, we're going over the 10 keys for getting rich. I'm Jordan.
I'm Presley.
And we are excited to be back. We got a lot of good information to share with each and every one of you today. We thank you for tuning in. Happy to be here in the studio still.
Happy to be here. And, for those that haven't done it, they could join our Residual Earners University. Tell them about that a little bit. That's been going on for 2 or 3 weeks now.
Definitely, yeah, guys. We finally got to launch the Residual Earners University, which has been just unbelievable. I know a lot of you watching the episode right now are part of our community. So if you are a part of the community, go down in the comments below and let everybody else know exactly how it's helping you, how it's changing your life, and just how the community aspect is just popping at all times. It is unbelievable, the community and how much interaction there is and how many people are really taking, going 100% there in the comments.
I'm gonna look at this real quick here. I'm going to my app. There's an app on your phone, by the way, guys, for school, and our university's in there. But when I look at that, I have, let's see here, 853 messages from the school right now that I need to follow up on. My point with that is I'm showing you how much engagement there is. 853. It has been phenomenal, guys. The content in there is amazing. It's got my blueprint for success. The community is amazing. We're doing Zooms about networking. We're doing Zooms about making money with social media. We're doing Zooms with making money with TikTok shop. We're doing Zooms with making money with life insurance. We're doing Zooms with making money with real estate. And then the other aspect of it is the connections. You get to run with winners. All the time I get people saying, I don't know how to find winners for my life. Well, I'm telling you, you get on the Residual Earners University and you're going to find winners. So, guys, if you haven't done it, go to residualearnersuniversity.com. Get signed up. The first week's free. You get to test drive this Ferrari for nothing for a week. Test it out. Watch the Zooms. Get in there. Engage with the people. And if you like what you see, it'll be $29 a month. If you don't like what you see, you can stop it and it won't cost you a penny. But you're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Definitely. No, it's been exciting. It's really something new we've done that we're excited about. Finally get to know everybody that's been supporting us on this channel here for so long. So it's been kind of, as much as it's life-changing for everybody that's in the course, it's also life-changing for us to get to experience this with you guys and get to know you. So we're just, so excited that it's finally launched. It's finally here, and we get to be active in that community.
Another thing, it's kind of nice to have you here in Texas with us, Jordan.
I know. It's nice to get out of the cold. I know that much. It's fun to be in Texas always, and I enjoy being in the studio. We film a few with me in Calgary, and it's just not the same.
No. People still watch, though.
People still watch, but it's just fun to turn on the lights and the cameras and be in my comfy chair, and I just always think I like the background. Oh, we didn't turn on the you keep talking. My favorite part.
What are we turning on here? Oh, the lights. Oh my God. Y'all, we are turning on lights as we speak. I am a little jealous of Jordo's chair. I sit on the couch and he gets the gold chair. So did you just notice that?
Well, as I was looking at the monitor. As I was looking at the monitor, I was like, I don't have my purple lighting. I'm all about the purple lighting.
You're about the purple lighting,
That's the
and
pop.
I'm about our neon signs. I love our neon signs.
we all have our things.
Isn't it the little things in life, Jordan?
So I'm proud of these lights. These little stupid lights are so dang expensive. We're not going an episode without turning them on.
Well, all right, guys, 10 keys to getting rich. Who's in on that one? I'm in on that one, I'm telling you. Well, I guess we're already there, but I'll get richer. How's that?
That's it.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Well, all right, guys, let's go over 10 things. And I want to get Jordo's take on all these 10 as well. I'll give you my thoughts on them. But, number one is the one that I think is so key for all of us, and that is taking responsibility for your life. Jordo, give us a thought on taking responsibility for your life.
I think the reason more people are not successful is they just make excuses for why it's not meant for them. And once you start taking responsibility, you stop giving excuses and you start making it happen. So I think taking responsibility, stop making excuses. It's not easy. I'm not going to say it's not easy for anybody, because some people are born into something great. But majority of people make it themselves, and it's not easy for anybody. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. Like you like to say, choose your hard. It's either the hard work of getting there or the hard work of struggling through not having anything financially and trying to make ends meet. Both are hard, so choose which one you want. So take responsibility. Stop making those excuses. And then, I'm telling you, and I have gone to a different level of this, and this is kind of off topic, but kind of not. I've really started to fill my brain with good stuff, and the motivation and the way your brain starts to work, you're always looking for ways to better, for me right now, the roofing business, to learn, to make the company more efficient. But it all starts with, listening to the podcast, reading the books, and, stop making the excuses, get accountable, start filling your brain with good stuff, which I'm sure that's one of our points today is what you put in your brain. But
you just covered like 2 or 3 of our points.
Well, guys, that's the podcast. We thank you for coming today. That was quick. We hit them all.
hit them all in your first talk. Guys, it's like this, though. Look in that mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. Jordan hit this, but, if you're blaming your grandparents, or you're blaming your parents, or you're blaming the government, or you're blaming Aunt Agnes, or you're blaming your boss, or you're blaming some circumstance, guys, you're giving them the power. You're giving them the power. We've got to have the power. And the only way we can have the power is for us to accept responsibility and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. And, hey, I'll be the first to tell you that some people have bigger hurdles to get over than others. Hey, I was one of them. Grew up in the ghettos, baby. No embellishing that at all. 2 murders and a rape within 7 houses, drugs and violence and no money. And, we grew up in a little old 600-square-foot house that was falling down. And I could go on and on and on. Okay. That's a bigger hurdle to get over. But bottom line, let's get real with ourselves. Either we get over that hurdle or we don't. It's that simple. Either we get over it or we don't. Well, I decided to get over it. When you grow up like that, you either get bitter over that stuff or you get better. I decided to get better. I challenge you. Let's get better. Let's make that decision that we're going to let the buck stops with us. We're going to accept the responsibility. We're going to look in the mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. And guys, I'm telling you right now, we're going to make it happen because you got greatness inside you. You're created in the image of the God that spoke the universe into existence. You got untapped potential. We just got to do it. Okay? We got to do it. All right. Number 2 on 10 keys to getting rich is you got to know where you're going. Run with that one, 3.
What do you like to say, that people spend more time planning a 2-week vacation than planning their life? Guys, you got to have the roadmap. You got to have the vision board. You got to know where you're going. And, if you're just coasting through life, it's going to pass you by very quick. You're never going to make the progress you want to make. You're never going to get to where you want to go. So really have a game plan for what you want to do. Know where you want to go. Have a financial meeting with yourself to line all these things out. Make sure that you're being responsible there so you can be saving money to, retire one day. But have a game plan for what you want to do, because too many people just coast through life without a game plan, without a roadmap, and then you get to a certain age and you say, "Holy crap, it's passed me by," and now I'm a little late to the party.
Well, absolutely, and guys, anybody that listens to me any length of time has heard me say this, but I'm going to say it again right here because this is so key. 2 things that you need to make sure and do today. Do today if you haven't done this. Do you a vision board? Do you a vision board? I mean, print off a picture of the car you want to drive, the house you want to live in, the vacation you want to take, the boat you want to have, the plane you want to have, the second home you want to have. If you want to give to your church, put a picture of your church on that vision board. Your kids, if you're wanting to do something big for your kids, put a picture of your kids or your grandkids. I mean, make the vision board the vision that you want your life to be. Because when your mind starts understanding that, guys, it'll help us get there, but you need the vision board. So just go to a computer with a printer, print them off, get some tape, stick them up somewhere in the house where you can see them every day. Number 2, we need goals. And I'm telling you, goals are such a key, guys. They're a key. And especially, you know, we're here at the beginning of a new year. It's time we should have goals, guys. I mean, I know we're a little bit into the year, but it's still plenty early. Let's get some goals written down. You know, how much money do you want to make every month? How much money you want in that investment account? How much weight do you want to lose? How many rental properties do you want to have? Do you want to be debt free? I mean, whatever it is, we've got to we got to have the goals so that when we wake up in the morning, we're going for it. And with goals, guys, you want big goals that motivate you, that get you out of bed, that get you going. And if I've got a vision board and if I've got goals, then I'm telling you right now, I know where I'm going, and I've got a chance to get there. You know, I do this a lot of times, Jordo, in the mornings. I'll tell people, I'm going to give you 2 choices. Choice 1, you're going to have a vision board. You know what you want your life to look like. You're going to write your goals down, and you're going to get up every day with a passion going for them. Okay, that's choice 1. Vision board, goals, going for the life you want with a passion. Choice 2, live life backwards. You don't go for what you want. You just take whatever life gives you, and you hope it turns out all right in the end. You do not have to be head cashier at Waffle Hut to figure that one out, do you? Guys, if we got a vision board and our goals, and every day we wake up and we're going for the life we want, we can do it. We can accomplish it. But if we just wake up and let life give us what it wants to give us, I'm telling you right now, life doesn't give you what you want. Life gives you what you're willing to fight for. Something I want you to describe to people real quick, though, Jordo, is...
I got a question first. What is the Waffle Hut?
I don't know. I just made that up, but head cashier at Waffle Hut.
I thought I may have missed something.
No, I don't think there is a Waffle Hut, but anyway.
We are not sponsored by the Waffle Hut.
No. As far as I know, there's no establishment that exists called Waffle Hut. But it made my point. You don't have to be head cashier at Waffle Hut to, or I could have said you don't have to be a Phi Beta Kappa to figure out which of those choices are better for you. But anyway, tell people real quick about your vision board, because yours is pretty amazing.
I did it in Canva, which I'm sure a lot of you know what Canva is. But basically, having house, cars, plane, schools for the kids, the whole family's involved in vacations. Obviously, we want to take the whole family's involved in this vision board. And, I got a smart board in my office, and that's the screensaver. So anytime I'm not working on my board and it kicks to a screensaver, I see it all day long. And it's just the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing and putting in the effort right now. So hopefully one day, in the future, we're there and we create a new vision board with even bigger goals on it. Because obviously, guys, some are stretch goals, some are goals that I'm going to hit. It's kind of a combination of all those different things, in my opinion, that make a good vision board.
Amen. So, number 1, we want to look in the mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. In other words, we're going to accept responsibility for our life. Number 2, we're going to know where we're going. We're going to have a vision board and our goals. Guys, if you're wanting to get rich in 2025, I'm telling you, we're going over the 10 keys right now. So accept responsibility, know where you're going. Number 3, guys, is one that Jordan will be able to really give us some insight, I believe, on this one, because we can do our vision board and goals, but if we don't focus on those, we're going to accomplish nothing in our life, guys. I mean, if I just stick a bunch of pictures on a wall and I write my goals down and throw them in a drawer on my desk and I don't ever do anything else with them, nothing's going to happen. I've got to look at that vision board every day, and I got to read those goals every day, and I got to focus. Talk a little bit, being a professional athlete, Jordo, about focus, and if you focus on stuff, what happens?
Well, again, it's all about it's a multi-step process, guys, we're talking about here, but you got to have the roadmap to get you to your vision board. If you just have a vision board and have no idea how to get there, it's not just going to happen. So you kind of got to work backwards. Start with your vision board, the things you want, and then let's talk about how to get there. And guys, it's not an exact science on how to get there, but it is if you're, working a job that you're not happy with and you're not making enough money to cover your bills, then maybe, it's starting that side hustle and that side hustle business and then having goals on growing that side business to a certain amount. It's not an exact science and you may not be sure exactly how you're going to get there, but there are steps to start taking that allow you to get there. And focus for me was, focused a lot younger in life than a lot of people. From an early age, I focused every day on sports and on baseball and training and weightlifting and becoming better. And, when you work years and years and years with the singular focus, you are able to, get to your goals, get to your dreams. But it's not an overnight deal.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But I'm telling you, if every day you will look at that vision board and envision yourself getting in that car, envision yourself walking in that beautiful home, envision yourself going on that vacation, envision yourself getting on that boat, envision yourself flying on your plane, envision yourself walking into that second home in the mountains, envision yourself giving a big check to your church, envision yourself doing things for your kids. You got to keep that in your mind, guys, because now we can focus on it. And then every day, read your goals to keep them fresh, because your reticular activating system and your brain will kick in. It'll start helping you. The law of attraction will start helping you. I believe if we make a commitment, if we really focus, great and mighty forces come to our aid, guys. And obviously everything is from the Lord. He's the creator and the author of everything, so he came up with all of it. But I'm telling you, if you will really get focused, things just happen. I mean, I can't explain it. I don't understand it all. But if you really get focused on something, good things start happening. You start attracting that stuff to your life, and it's just a big deal, guys. We can do this. I'm telling you again. All right, number 4 on the 10 keys to getting rich in 2025 is this, guys. And if you've listened to me talk, that this is one of my favorite things to talk about, and that is, if you want more, you got to become more. You don't chase success, you attract success by the person you become. So, guys, I talk about it all the time. You need to read at least 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. And if you do that every day, that's 365 times 10. That's 3,650 pages. You've read 15 to 20 good books, and you're not the same person 1 year from now. You're not the same person. I'm telling you right now. Number 2 is watch personal growth giants. And Jordan's the best at this. I mean, he is better than I am at this one, but he's always watching stuff on YouTube and learning. Instead of watching TV where you're putting mush in your head, he's always learning. And I'm telling you, if you will watch a personal growth giant every day instead of so much of that time-wasting electronic income reducer that we call a TV, guys, I'm telling you, your brain will change. If you just watch one personal growth giant or one video on somebody teaching you how to start a business, or one video on how to read financials, or one video, if you just putting good stuff in your mind one time a day, instead of watching one TV program, watch one YouTube video on something that's constructive. Think about it. In a year, that's 365 videos you've watched on things that are helping you. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And then my last one always is run with winners, run with winners, run with winners. But, guys, I'm telling you, personal growth is the key. It's the key. It's the game changer. Talk about that, 3. You're big on that.
Yeah, and that's kind of like I said earlier on, that's what I've been focusing on, is just always starting my day off with filling my brain with good books and watching, I listen to podcasts when I drive, and I watch podcasts when I'm at home. So I like watching them on YouTube, but always filling my brain with positive stuff and stuff that's going to help out. And like I said a couple podcasts ago, the person I'm trying to study right now is Tommy Mello, who's, got a $1 billion garage door company, and kind of how he's done that and how he's gained success in that and how he's training his team. And there's so many different things you can learn from somebody that's gone, before you and done unbelievable things. So, just trying to learn from that.
Amen. If you want more, you got to become more, guys. Keep that in mind. And I think out of the reading the books and watching the personal growth giants and running with winners, I really believe the running with winners is just a huge key. It is a huge key. If you're running with winners, you're going to be a winner. I mean, I can just almost guarantee it. The Bible even tells us that if you walk with wise men, you will increase their number. I'm telling you guys, figure out a way to run with winners. And for you guys that say, I don't have winners in my life, I'm telling you right now, go to residualearnersuniversity.com and get signed up, because we've got winners there and you can run with them, guys. I'm telling you, you can run with them. But anyway, let's keep moving. All right, number 5, and I believe this one is happens because of the previous things we're talking about, the previous keys. But number 5 is be passionate. I'm going to tell you right now, if you'll get fired up, people will come from miles around to watch you burn. And if you get excited, if you have passion, if you know where you're going, if you've got a vision for what you want in your life, you get excited about it, you're going to attract people to you. And I think it really comes, I know for me, when I get up in the morning, I know what my vision for my life is. I know my goals. I'm excited about making them happen. So it gives me the passion, because I'm chasing those dreams, goals, visions. I'm chasing that all the time. So it keeps me invigorated. It keeps me excited. But I'll say this: nobody wants to be around a negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybaby. They just don't. So I'm telling you, if you'll get fired up, you'll attract the right people into your life. Talk about a little passion in your life, 3.
You know, I think if anybody watches your TikTok, they understand you're passionate. But, passion comes from belief in what you're doing. Passion is contagious. So it's one of those things that, anything you do, if you're passionate, people will, you'll attract people. If you're, down in the dumps, people try to stay away from you. So passion is very, very important, and it's hard to fake. So you got to find your passion, which comes from your reasons of why you're doing something. Know those reasons, understand them, and then, passion will come out.
Yeah. And, number 1 was take responsibility for your life. Number 2 is know where you're going. Number 3 is focus on your vision board and your goals. Number 4, be obsessed with self-development. Number 5, be passionate about life. Number 6, and I know you've been really working on this one, Jordo, so I'm anxious to get your thoughts on this, is time management. I know for you, starting another business has been very time-consuming, got a lot of moving parts. Talk about your time management.
It's still in the works. What I'm starting, and I'm out of town this week, but starting on Monday of next week, I've already lined it out in my journal. I really believe in having a journal. But I've lined out every hour for 5 straight days, and I'm going to document every single activity I do throughout the day for a week. And then, I go back at the end of that week and look for ways I can be more efficient with the time. So time efficiency is huge. Figuring out how to automate tasks, figuring out ways to do something better, figuring out ways to do activity I did more efficiently. You're always looking to gain efficiency and gain time. So figure out what you're doing, write it out, know exactly how you spend every hour of every day, and then figure out ways to make it better and be more time efficient.
Man, that was pretty profound there, brother.
If I had my journal down here, I left it up at the house, but I already have lined out every hour of every day for 5 days. So we'll see what we get, see how we can be more efficient.
Guys, that was a lesson on time management right there. I'm going to give you just 3 kind of more broad things, but number 1, I believe if you've got big goals that excite you, that really excite you, goals that you're really wanting to accomplish, and you put a deadline on it, I believe that'll keep you focused in the big picture. So I'm challenging all of us to have big goals that excite us and put a deadline on there so that we've got a urgency to it, and it keeps us focused on it. I'm telling you. Number 2, every night before you go to bed, write out a to-do list, guys. and this kind of goes with what Jordo was saying about scheduling all his time, but write out a to-do list. It won't take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Sit down at the kitchen table, get you a piece of paper, and write out everything you need to accomplish the next day. Put them prioritize them. Put the important stuff, the tough stuff, get it at the top of the list, and just list it out. That way, when you open your eyes the next morning and you hit the ground, you can hit the ground running because you've got a list of exactly what you need to do. And here's something that'll happen. As you start checking things off that list, your adrenaline will get going, guys, because you're accomplishing things. But that little 5 to 10 minutes of sitting down at night is a game changer. I'm telling you, my experience is that, like, if I come in late one night from giving a speech or something and I don't do my to-do list, the next day I just tend to not get as much done. I mean, it happens over and over again. So I've learned that I've got to have me a to-do list, and I get so much more done. So, one, you want big goals with a deadline. Keep you focused big time. Number 2, every night before you go to bed, write out a to-do list. Number 3, and the last one, is just start working on that mental attitude of being a do-it-now person. Do it now. I'm telling you, do it now. Not later, do it now. Not this afternoon, do it now. Not tomorrow, do it now. Not next week, do it now. Not next month, do it now. Need to make a call, do it now. Need to set an appointment, do it now. Need to have a meeting, do it now. Need to send an email, do it now. Just when it hits your mind you need to do something, do it now. Get your butt up off the couch and get to doing things, and watch how much more you start getting done. Because really what we're trying to do is take what used to take us a year and condense it down into a month. And then we want to start taking what used to take us a month and condense it down into a week. And then we want to take what used to take us a week to get done and condense it down into a day. We just want to keep condensing that stuff. And if you'll get in the habit of being a do-it-now person in your personal life, in your business life, in every area of your life, watch how much more you start getting accomplished. Because whether you're a millionaire or a pauper, you got 24 hours in the day and you got 365 days in the year. And I'm telling you, if you'll work on that time management, guys, it's a game changer for you. It is a game changer. All right. Number 7, take risk. Take risk. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, either you take some risk or in a few years you're going to have some regrets. Because either we go for it, or I believe we will regret it in a few years that we didn't get in there and give it a shot, that we didn't give it a try. That business we've been thinking about starting, that side hustle we've been thinking about starting, that whatever it is, we've got to take some risk. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to stretch your limits. But I believe this, if you don't take risk, you will have regret. And risk weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. And Jordo, you're one of the best because you just started another business. You took a risk.
It's always a risk, and obviously, guys, we're not telling you to take, major risk that will uproot your life, but take calculated risk. Bet on yourself and go out and achieve what you want. There's risk in everything we do, but take calculated risk. You can't just sit back and wait for things to come to you. You've got to take some calculated risk and get a little bit outside your comfort zone in order to, achieve the success that most of us are looking for.
Amen. Amen. Well, here's one that you'll relate to, Jordo, and that's number 8. And that is, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And, guys, people, when I say that, they'll go, man, that's coach speak. And I go, yeah, I used to be a basketball coach, and that is coach speak. But it also applies to life and to business. And Jordan and I know we've had a business that went under. We had somebody we trusted kind of betrayed us, and the business went under. And I mean, it was an ugly deal emotionally. We lost money. I mean, but you learn. You just get up and dust yourself off and get back in the game.
Oh, that was my cue. I thought you were still going with that.
That's your cue right there.
Sorry, I'm still so emotionally drained. I just have nothing. Everything you do in life is not going to be easy. And, like you said, when things don't go your way, you got to get up and keep going, find new ways, which is exactly what we've done. And, guys, you're going to get kicked down sometimes. Get back up. Don't get too high off the highs. Don't get too low off the lows, and just find that middle ground and keep pushing forward.
Relate that to sports real quick for them.
Well, baseball, you fail a lot of the time. So it's, when you're in a slump or whatever, you still have the talent to do it. So it's, don't get too low because things aren't going your way. You will get back on a hot streak, start hitting the ball again, whatever it may be. So it's just don't get too down. Keep moving forward. There are sunny skies ahead, and you just got to keep pushing through to find them.
Yeah, I just gonna say, get yourself up, dust yourself off, get back in the game, because I promise you, you're gonna get knocked down every once in a while. It just happens. It's part of it. But and I use the phrase win or learn. I don't feel like I win or lose. I win or learn. I either win, or if something doesn't go right, I learn a lot, because you're going to learn a lot more on those ventures that don't go quite like you want them to than you do the ones that go like you plan. But win or learn. So anyway, number 9, find a way to win. I think if you think of sports figures, I think you think of Michael Jordan or Larry Bird or Magic Johnson or Tom Brady or Wayne Gretzky, or there's some people that they just found a way to win. And I think in our business world, in our life, we just have to find a way to win. And I believe this: if you want something bad enough, you'll figure out how to get it done.
Definitely, you gotta go in and for instance, a good example is marketing, and everything you do in marketing is not going to work. But you can't just give up because something didn't work. You have to keep trying new things, new ideas, new pictures for ads, new wording for ads, where you're posting ads. You got to keep just trying stuff, and it evolves until you find a way to win at the game. But you can't just give up because the first time you do something, it doesn't work.
No, because I'll be honest with you, most of the time, the first time, it doesn't work.
Correct. Yeah.
Most of the time it doesn't work. All right, number 10, Jordo. Number 10, have self-discipline. The definition I use for self-discipline is doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not. Doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not. Kind of relate some business to some sports to whatever with self-discipline.
Yeah, especially when you're starting your own business, there's nobody holding you accountable, so it's on you. And if you're gonna, push through that first year, that first 5 years, and most businesses, don't succeed, it's gonna take self-discipline. It's gonna take waking up and doing stuff you don't want to do on a daily basis. And that second part of the day when we're tired, just want to go home, whatever it may be, you got to push through those feelings. If you're really going to create something of value and create something that's a sellable business down the road.
Yes, and we all want a sellable business down the road if we want to have an exit strategy like that. And I'm going to use I'll use it as a little different angle on this, self-discipline too. Think of this, guys. In the mornings, I get up, and my alarm's set early. I'm an early riser, and I'm telling you, I believe it helps if you get up a little bit early and do these. But in the morning, I get up, I run. I stumble to the Keurig machine, get me a cup of coffee, first thing. Then I go sit at my desk. My focus every day, I've got the same habit. I've got these habits, and I stacked 4 of them together. Read a couple of chapters out of the Bible. It's automatic now. Number 2, get on my knees and pray. Number 3, I read at least 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Number 4, I watch a personal growth giant. In the mornings, that is my routine, guys. That's my routine. And you say, well, how did you get there? I got there with self-discipline, because you've got to make yourself do it for a while. I believe like 21 days in a row. If you'll make yourself do something for 21 days in a row, it becomes a habit. So now when I get up in the mornings, I don't have to make myself do it anymore. It's just a habit with me. This is what I'm going to do. Getting the coffee's the habit. I don't even think about it. It's just like I'm a zombie. I go get me a cup of coffee. Then I head to my desk. I know I'm going there. I don't even think about it. And then I read the Bible. And then I go right into praying. And then I go right into reading out of a good book. Then I go right into watching a personal growth giant. And then at that point in time, my mind is ready to go, because a lot of times people will say, Presley, on those lives, you seem all fired up that early. Well, it's because I've got my mind right before I ever got in front of the camera.
Yeah.
The other thing in the afternoon, and this will happen this afternoon at 3:30. I got a guy named Mark Hawk, a buddy of mine. I've got a gym set up in my barn. He and I are going to get in that gym at 3:30. I don't think about it. I don't have to wonder if I'm going to do it. He and I are going to get in there and work out every day. And it's become a habit. Now, the first few times I did it, I had to make myself do it. But now I don't even think about it because I've done it 21 days in a row. I've done it a whole lot more than that. But I've done it enough times that now it's a habit. You'll figure out if you'll have the self-discipline to make yourself do things for a while, it'll turn into a habit, and then you don't even have to think about it.
You want to make positive habits.
Yeah.
And if you make enough of them, your life will change.
Well, Jordan, I believe this. I believe you show me who you run with, and you show me your habits, and I can predict your future.
Definitely. And that's what's good about the Residual Earners University. We're there to let you run with winners and create habits that'll change your life.
Amen. All right, I'm going to recap these, and then we'll give you a closing thought, and then we'll wrap this episode up. But, 10 keys to getting rich, guys. Number 1, take responsibility for your life. Look in that mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. Number 2, know where you're going. Know where you're going. I'm telling you, guys, do your vision board, write your goals down, know where you're going. Number 3, focus. Focus on that vision board. Focus on those goals. Look at them every day. Read them every day. And your reticular activating system will kick in and start helping you. The law of attraction will start helping you. I believe if you really focus, great and mighty forces will come to your aid. Number 4, be obsessed with self-development. Read out of the good books every day, business book, personal growth book. Watch a personal growth giant every day. Run with winners. I'm telling you, be obsessed with self-development. If you want more, you got to become more. Number 5, be passionate. Guys, people don't like to be around negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybabies. You get fired up, and people will come from miles around to watch you burn, guys. Come on. Get excited about life, and you'll attract the right people into your life. Number 6, manage your time well. Jordo gave you a whole list of things that you need to do. Guys, come on, do them. Do them. Get focused. Get focused. Come on, you can do this. Have big goals with a deadline. Do your to-do list at night before you go to bed, and just start getting that mental attitude of I'm a do-it-now person. Take risk. Guys, you got to take some risk. I'm telling you right now, the number of millionaires in this country has gone up by 35% over the last 5 years, which tells us we can make money. But most millionaires have become millionaires because they start their own business. Be thinking about a business you can start. And also, if you're reading the books and watching the personal growth giants and running with the winners, you're going to get ideas on how to start some businesses, guys. You're going to get ideas. I guarantee you, Jordan's roofing business came from a guy named Bruce Hollingsworth, a guy he runs with. Your ideas are going to come if you're doing the right things, okay? So, number 8, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Come on, I'm telling you right now, if you get knocked down, dust yourself off, get back in the game. Number 9, find a way to win. In other words, if you want it bad enough, you'll figure out how to get her done. And number 10, have self-discipline. And guys, there are 10 keys to getting rich. And I'm telling you right now, if you will really focus in on those, good things will happen, Jordan
Definitely.
Swaggerty.
No, guys, we always appreciate everybody, jumping in here, listening to the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Most people that are watching this are not subscribed to the channel, so subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know topics you want to hear about. Guys, we do this for you, so the more we hear from you about stuff you want to hear about, the more we can help out. That's why we created Residual Earner University. That's why we're doing this, is to pour into you guys. So, let us know. Give us some comments. Give us some feedback. We want to hear kind of what's on your brain.
And if you have not gone to residualearnersuniversity.com, do
which
that.
Will be linked below.
Yeah, there'll be a link below, but residualearnersuniversity.com. Get signed up. First week is free. Test drive us. If you like us, keep going. It's $29 a month, and it'll be the best $29 you've spent. And if you don't like us, you can drop, and after the week, doesn't cost you a penny. But residualearnersuniversity.com. It is rocking, by the way, guys.
Definitely. No, guys, thanks for tuning in. We will be back next Friday, 6 a.m.
God bless you guys.
Awesome.
Love you.